If you've ever been in network marketing for any length of time, there's a good chance that you felt a mix of emotions you don't really talk about anymore. Maybe you started with excitement, passion, and big dreams, but somehow along the way, things shifted. And if you're honest, you might be carrying around some frustration you tried to push down. Maybe you've been spending more money than you've been making, paying for autoships that feel more like debt than business investment. Or that sinking feeling when you try to promote products that you genuinely like, but the price tag makes people look at you sideways. You can only hear, I can get something similar for way less, so many times before it chips away at your confidence. And then there's the grind. Those nights where you told your family just one more call, but deep down, you dreaded the freeway call, the Zoom, the presentation. You've shown up to meetings exhausted, hoping this one will be the breakthrough, hoping this time your upline was right. But too often, it turns out into the same cycle. People join, they're excited, then the authorship hits, and then they drop out again. And if you're left, and then you're left rebuilding again, watching your volume rise one month and crash the next. That sense of momentum you were promised lasts for a moment and then disappears. And maybe the hardest part is the quiet disappointment. Feel like you were sold a version of the business that never really matched reality. Comp plans that look impressive on paper but somehow always benefit the very top. Layers of qualifiers, ranks, hoops that make you feel like a maze instead of a path. It's not you're afraid of work, it's that the work never seems to match the reward. If any of those hits close to home, you're not alone. So many good people, hardworking people have felt exactly what you're feeling. And for a long time, they believed that the only solution was to hustle harder, to push through, to stay positive. But what if the problem isn't you? What if the model you were given was never built with everyday people in mind? That's the part that gets overlooked. Most people don't want to chase friends. They don't want to pressure strangers. They don't want to live on Zoom calls. They just want something simple, fair, and honest, and something that lets them build at their own pace without feeling guilty or behind. And that's where Live Good comes in. Live Good is different, not because of the hype or flashy promises, but because it was built from the ground up to fix the pain points the industry has ignored for years. For starters, the products are actually priced in a way that normal customers appreciate. You don't have to convince anyone to take out a mini loan just to support your business. People buy because they want the products, not because they're trying to maintain a rank. There are no overpriced autoships, no pressure to stockpile items you'll never use, and no hidden hoops. The business model is simple, transparent, and designed so everyday people, not just heavy recruiters, can participate without stress. One thing that surprises people is how many leaders and everyday marketers are quietly taking a look. They're not jumping ship, they're not burning bridges, they're just curious because the Live Good system doesn't require anyone to leave their current company. Taking the tour is simply exploring, nothing more. And honestly, that alone brings so much relief. Just being able to look without pressure, to see something fresh, to see something build around fairness instead of hype. It gives people hope again. With Live Good, you can build at your own pace. You can share without feeling like you're convincing or chasing. You can finally breathe, knowing there's no monthly financial burden waiting for you every 30 days. And maybe the best part, the retention is strong. Not because of complicated tricks, but because the products are affordable enough for people to stay on their own. If you're feeling a mix of relief and curiosity right now, that's normal. Most people do, because once you've been burned by confusing comp plans or constant pressure, finding something that simple feels almost too good to be true. But you don't have to guess. You don't have to take my word for it. You can see the inside for yourself, 100% free. So take the Live Good tour. There's no credit card, no obligation, and no commitment whatsoever. Just a chance to see how the system works, how people are using it, and why so many marketers are quietly exploring it. And remember, every minute you wait, someone else is getting positioned ahead of you. You've carried frustration long enough. Now it's time to explore something different, risk-free. Take the free tour, bio or description.